Hi, I'm Bob Ryan. This is Globe 10.0. With me today is Kevin Dupont. Bruins 12-0-1 in the, well, yeah, you know, with the over tie-breaking loss. I could have gone almost won the table in November. We all know that. It's great. It's wonderful. But let's talk about one of the most interesting developments, which is the fact that do they have, Kevin, not just a fine young player, but a potential major, glittering perennial all-star in Tyler Seguin?
I think they do. The word is potential. He's not that right now. It's a guy everyone's crazy about. He has 1 goal in the last 8 games. So is he there? He's not there. But what he is, and this is the fascinating discussion within this, is what is he? Is he going to be a center or is he going to be a wing? And for my money, from what I've seen of him, I think he's a wing. And I'll tell you why. He's got a plus shot. There aren't a lot of centers out there with a plus shot to begin with. And I'd have to say right now, if you moved him to the middle, he has probably, maybe, the best shot of a center in the National Hockey League today. So you want a guy who can put it in the net more than anything. Often the centers are defensively responsible, that's first and foremost, and they're not shooters, they're passers.
Because I don't hear anything about it as a casual guy as opposed to a day-to-day guy, and I don't hear anything about this. I don't hear any complaints from the coach about him being a quasi Phil Kessel in terms of grit, wrestle. And does he back check? Is he participating in his defensive duties?
Yeah, here's the difference in those two players. I'm glad you bring up Kessel. Kessel, I thought, really didn't want anything to do with the defense. I don't think his problem was that. Whereas I think Seguin has been willing from the start. Hasn't mastered it by any means. His bigger issue, rookie year, was timidity, courage, going out there and playing in the thick of it. And again, I think that aids to going to the side, because when you're in the middle, you're always in the thick of it, right? So I think, this is a guy who is developing. He's developing on the courage level. He really is, in my mind, the comparison is Ellsbury. So many people looked at Ellsbury and said, I don't think this guy's going to do it. He doesn't have the stuff. Yeah. Then we turn around the next year. What was everybody saying? The guy looks like he's going to be a perennial all-star. I think Ellsbury is Seguin.
Here's my favorite number, 19. But 19 happens to be his age and his plus minus. And we're only in December on December 1st, because the Bruins lead the first 4 plus minuses in the league, and a Bergeron on the rail, which is great. But Tyler Seguin, this is so. Just quickly, we haven't had a 50-goal scorer since Neely. Am I correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Somewhere down the road, do we anticipate that the projections?
Much different league. I think 50. I think it's almost impossible now to project anybody for
40's
50.
the new 50.
Yeah, I think he's a 40, 45 goal guy.
You heard it here.